There we go. Okay, now I think we're recording. Okay, let me go back one. Okay, so thank you guys so much for being on. I promise that this will be so worth your time and just like either easing some anxiety if you have some anxiety about going to a new city with like 20 to 30,000 other people. Some you might not even know who you're staying with, possibly. Like you maybe have never met the people you're actually staying in a hotel room with. And if that is you, that's okay. Because I literally stayed with 3 girls that in my hotel room, I had never met before my first summit. My coach went also, but she was in a different hotel room. And so if you're feeling a little nervous about that, if that's your situation, you'll be okay. I promise. Like, I know everybody on our team pretty well, and I think you'll be just fine. So I'm not going to be the only one sharing tonight. I'm going to have some other people sharing some tips, tricks, different things like that, all the way from like, what do you pack to how to turn this into a business, an actual business trip, and how to make the most out of this trip. But if you didn't know, the dates are July 11th through the 13th. That it runs Thursday evening until Saturday evening. So I recommend you getting there Thursday, you leaving on Sunday, because the closing ceremony ends at like 10:30 p.m. or something like that. So it's best to just stick around, and then you can leave Sunday morning. If you have other plans, that's fine. You do you, boo. There is a Team Beachbody events app. I highly recommend that you download it, and it'll be just super helpful. So we're going to go to, here's the events app that I want you guys to download. So I want to spend just a couple of minutes getting to know who everybody is. And so while we're doing this, I want you guys to make sure that you're downloading that app if you haven't done so yet. So here's the things I want you to share. Who are you? And you're going to do this in 15 seconds or less because I don't want this to take up a ton of time, but I do want you to put some faces with some names. So I don't know if anybody has their video off. If you have your video off, turn your video on for like 2 seconds. Who are you? Where are you traveling from? So like, where do you live right now? What are you excited about? What are you nervous about? So I'll give you guys a few minutes. I'm going to have some of my girls that are going to be speaking share the most. I'll go real quick first. So my name is Megan Seals. I'm going to be traveling from Jefferson City, Missouri, and I'm actually traveling with my husband and my 1-year-old. Zach thinks that it's a great idea to bring Rhett, and I'm like, you're crazy. But Sunday, we're going from Indianapolis to Gulf Shores. We're going straight for our family vacation that my family goes on every day. So I am most excited about everything, meeting some of you guys for the first time, experiencing all of this again because I didn't get to go last year. I am nervous about having Zach and Rhett there. Those are my only things that I'm super nervous about, is because I hope that he realizes that I'm like not going to be with them at all. But anyways, so Courtney, I'm going to unmute you. Why don't you, Lubring, why don't you go next? And I'm going to actually stop sharing so we can see everybody.
Okay. So I am Courtney Lubring. I'm from small town St. Thomas, right outside of Jeff City. Savannah, my coach Savannah and I are riding there together, meeting up with 3 more of my coaches. I am most excited for the team atmosphere. I love these events so I can hang out with my team that I don't get to see often and our big team together, and I really like just to meet new people. So that's me. I like to mingle. I'm not really nervous about anything. I love Summit, so I mean, yeah, it'll be a good time. That's it. Oh, I can't hear you.
I'm crazy. Okay, Christine, you're up next, so I'm going to have you go next. Maybe I'm trying. There, you're unmuted.
I'm Christine, and I live in Kansas City, Missouri. And I'm most excited about just going because last year I signed up maybe 2 months before Summit was even, I didn't even know what that was. So I had some serious FOMO of watching everybody do it. I think I'm most nervous about traveling because I'm flying there by myself, and I've always flied with family or friends. So I'm just nervous mainly about that.
Yay. It'll be great. It'll be great. How are you? Are you going to take an Uber from the airport, or is someone picking you up?
I'm taking an Uber.
Okay, it'll be great.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Diane, why don't you go ahead and go next? I think I unmuted you. No, I didn't. I can't hear you.
I unmuted me.
Okay.
I'm from Jefferson City, Missouri, and me and my husband Mark are both going to the convention again, to Summit again this year, and a little nervous about a few things, but and then anxious to meet some of the people I met last year, meeting back up with them, and some of them that is in some of the competitions that have said they wanted to meet up with me. So
Sounds great. Okay, Courtney Harden, why don't you go next?
Hey guys, I'm Courtney. I am from Tulsa, Oklahoma, so I'm dealing with a crazy I'm gonna have a crazy 2-month-old at the time of Summit. Can everyone hear me, I guess? Okay. I am most excited about having a crew of my own coaches there. I'm so excited to be sharing a hotel room with them, and we're just gonna have so many people from Spirit and Spunk there this year, so that'll be super exciting. And then I'm most nervous. Oh, and I'm also excited to walk across stage and recognize our team this year too. I'm super excited about that. And then nervous to bring a 2-month-old. So he should be okay.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, Miles.
We'll see. Oh gosh.
You are one brave soul. I am so proud of you. I'm so excited. Okay, Ashley B., why don't you go next? You're muted. Hold on. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Ashley. I'm from Cahokia, Missouri. I'm under Tiffany Schumann, and I'm rooming with her and Krista. So I will be traveling and going there Thursday. And I'm most excited about meeting everybody. I've watched everybody tons, and you've probably seen me snooping on your stories and everything. So I'm very excited to meet everybody.
Are you nervous about anything?
No, I mean, like, not anything that I can really think of. I mean, it's obviously my first time around, so it's all kind of going to be brand new to me, but just mainly excited.
I love it. Thank you. Okay, Katie, why don't you go ahead and go next?
Hey, I'm Katie. I'm coming from just north of Nashville. I'm super excited to meet the girls on the team because we've been talking and having all these team calls, so it'll be nice to see them in person. And then I just get anxious about traveling, but I love to do it.
I love it. Okay, Cassie, why don't you go ahead?
Okay, can you hear me? Okay. Hi, I'm Cassie. I am coming from St. Louis, Missouri. I am super excited just to be with everyone. Rachel Hollis, love her. Working out with Autumn, obsessed with her. A little bit nervous about traveling in on Thursday. I'm working a half day. So just getting there, getting tucked in, and then making the team dinner. So, but I'm super excited to meet everyone.
Sounds good. Thank you. Okay, Morgan, why don't you go?
Okay, hey, I am Morgan Techmeyer. I live in Omaha, Nebraska. So I'll be making the trip with Hannah, who's also I'm on Paige's team, so we'll be road tripping down. I guess I'm a little nervous about making the Thursday dinner also with traveling, but I'm probably more nervous about staying awake on the drive home on Sunday because I know we'll probably stay up all night talking. Most excited for everything. Just like Christine, I watched last year. I joined a couple months before Summit, and you guys gave me the biggest FOMO, and I was like, I cannot wait to do that next year, and I just get so much energy from people, so I'm excited to meet everyone that we get to do community with every day.
You are so stinking sweet. I cannot wait. Okay, Elena, why don't you go ahead?
Okay, sorry. I'm like getting chills and like tearing up just hearing you guys talk about these things because I remember my first summit and how excited I was. But anyways, I'm Elena. I am from Farmington, Missouri, and I am most excited I just love the entire atmosphere of Summit. I love the energy. I love how it distracts me so I don't miss my girls. I love how it gives me a break from being a mom and just everything about it. I am most nervous just about meeting new people, about having some of my own coaches there, and I just really hope that they get the feels for it and the things that I love most about it, they love too. And I'm also a little bit nervous about walking across stage on behalf of our team, just because I don't do well in front of a bunch of people. But yeah, I'm just super pumped for all of it. I love Summit. It is a huge part of why I like to be a coach.
I love it. Okay, Amy, you're next. I can't wait to see you like awkwardly walk across stage and be like,
okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm Amy. I'm coming from the Oklahoma City area. Sorry, my child is carrying a cord around everywhere. I'm coming from the Oklahoma City area with one of my coaches, Nicole, and my husband and her boyfriend. So a fun little road trip, and I'm excited to meet everybody. This is my first summit, so I'm obviously very excited, and I'm nervous because I just don't know what to expect. And then this will be the first time that I'm leaving my child for an extent amount of days. So, but he'll be fine.
it'll be great. You'll want to do it again. I'm just joking, but for real. Okay, Katie Miles, go ahead.
So I'm Katie Miles. I will be coming from like Ashland, which is a little bit south of Columbia, Missouri. I'm super excited to finally meet everybody because I feel like this is the only way I see people. So I'm excited about that. I'm nervous about traveling because I'm terrible with directions, but I think I'm gonna follow another girl, so it'll be fine. What was the other thing?
What are you nervous about, excited about?
I'm just excited about the whole thing in general. Have never had people that are super into like taking great care of yourself in the health and fitness world, so I'm excited to physically meet people that are as pumped about that as I am. So yeah.
I love it. That's awesome. Okay, Samantha, why don't you go ahead and go?
Okay, I am Sam. I am coming from the Monette area. I am riding with Lisa. I don't know who all is riding together quite yet. I actually only know Lisa, who I'm staying with. But I think really the only thing I'm nervous about is I like to know like how everything works. So I'm super excited about this call, just to kind of have an idea, because I was like, I was super, super nervous. I actually just talked to Lisa about it today because I was so nervous about it. But I'm super excited to get to know everybody. I'm a social butterfly, so I'm just super excited about that.
I love it. Okay, Emily, why don't you go next?
Can you hear me? Okay. I'm Emily Wright. I'm going to be coming from Holt Summit, and I'll be in the house with all the Elena and everybody there. This is my first summit, so I'm kind of just excited for everything. And the energy, I think, is kind of what I'm most excited about. And nervous, I guess just kind of figuring stuff out, or trying to know where to go and how it all kind of what happens and everything. I kind of know the Indy area. My sister used to live there, so that part I think I got pretty good. As long as Google Maps doesn't throw any craziness out there, I should be good to go on that. So.
I love it. And I think the girls that went last year can speak on this, but it seems like everything's pretty centrally located in a tight spot. Like New Orleans was kind of all over apart. So this, I think, is a little different than that, which is awesome. Okay, Courtney Farr, why don't you go ahead and go?
Okay. Can you hear me? I'm outside. Okay. I am coming from the Springfield area, and I'll be driving up towards St. Louis to get Meredith, and then we will head that way. I am excited for it because it's come at the most perfect timing with life to be a great distraction. I'm just excited to meet everybody or see people again. I'm just nervous because I don't know what to expect. I have no idea what it's. So I'm just excited.
Okay, sorry. I think someone like shared their screen, so I got super. Emily, somehow your screen got shared. Courtney, I cannot wait to meet you. I'm super excited.
I'm excited. Yeah.
Okay, Kate, why don't you go ahead and go next? You're gonna have to unmute yourself, I think.
Hey, I'm Kate. Honestly, I'm just really excited to kind of meet everybody and experience the atmosphere. I'm coming with Lauren, who's another coach on our team, and we went to a nursing conference a couple years ago, and it was super fun. So just excited for all that. I'm really kind of nervous about leaving my baby. He turns a year old next week, and it'll be like the first time that I've been away from him for any period of time, really. So it's kind of where I'm at.
Awesome. Sounds like you and Amy will can either cry or be like loving it together. Okay, I got like sidetracked of where everybody was. So I think Haley, why don't you go ahead and go?
I'm Haley. I'm traveling from Watertown, Wisconsin. My new location, so it's like 5 hours away, and I'm looking forward to a quiet, alone mom drive. Also excited for live workouts in Hollis. And I think the only thing I'm nervous about is Thursday night. I'm going to be there late Thursday night. So sad to miss out, but still excited for the rest.
Yeah, you'll be fine. It won't be a big deal that if you miss that. Okay, Caitlin, why don't you go ahead and go?
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm from Indiana, actually. I'm just like 3 hours north of Indy, so it won't take me too long. I would say the thing I'm most excited about is meeting everybody and the live workouts. I'm really excited about those. And the thing I'm most nervous about is probably just like the order of events and all that. Like I just don't know what to expect, so it'll be fun.
Yeah, this call will be perfect. Okay, Shayla, are you in a place where you can introduce yourself?
Okay, can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Shayla. I'm from Springfield, Missouri. So I have like 6-hour drive. I'm super excited to do the workouts and meet all you ladies. I'm just nervous, like Kaylin said, about like the events and like how everything goes in order and stuff, but we'll see when we get there.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and kind of talk a little bit about, did I miss anybody? I think I got everybody. I was kind of looking. I think so. So let me share, and I've got some things. Okay, so if you are, for some reason, just now hopping on, make sure that, the only thing I said earlier was like, make sure that you download the app. Golly, you guys are like, Megan, get your stuff together. Okay, so download that app. Okay, Lisa wasn't able to make it. She's got some family stuff going on, so I'm going to hit us off with the order of events, which a lot of you guys talked about being nervous about. Elena's going to talk a little bit about what to pack, how to save some money, because it could potentially be really expensive if you're eating out all the time and just like going crazy spending money. Courtney Lubring's going to be talking about making Summit a great experience and just some tips of like how to be in the moment and all of that stuff. And then Courtney Harden is going to finish us off with making Summit a business boosting trip, because her first Summit, she like blew up right after Summit. She like saw the bigger picture big time. Okay, so I did throw in Wednesday. So if you guys are hitting for Elite this year or the next year, the Elite party is actually Wednesday evening, and there's check-ins on Wednesday. Otherwise, the main stuff begins on Thursday, and we already talked about that. There's going to be a check-in. I think it's at the convention center. I know on the app, it tells you where everything is. So if you're like, check in, where do I check in? It says it on the app. So just download that app. It'll tell you. The Core shopping is available. Core is like this massive, massive Beachbody store. So it's like our online store in person. And they just have tons and tons and tons. Like they like section it off by like 21-day fix, morning meltdown 100, transform 20. There's like all these sections just for specific programs or Shakeology. And they just have apparel, things that you can buy, like leggings and tank tops. And oh my gosh, it's amazing. So, plan to spend a little money at the core if you'd like to. I like to go and like check out what I like, and then I like to go back and purchase it. We're going to have team dinner. I'm still deciding 5 or 5:30. Have not found a place yet, although I will. That is on my list tomorrow to look at. And then the opening session begins at 7:45. This is when the new Star Diamonds and new Success Club Legends will be recognized on stage. They usually talk about like some new products that are coming out in the upcoming year. It's just really upbeat, fun opening session. But that is the only thing that is on Thursday, is that 7:45 opening session. And that's at the Colt Stadium. Friday and Saturday, that's where kind of like the main stuff happens. So at Friday, you signed up for a workout. So you either signed up for a 6 a.m. or a 7:15 a.m. workout. So make sure that you check out who you signed up for, what time it is specifically in our SST Takes On Summit. I had you guys mark like which one you're going to. What I recommend is like you partner up with some people that are going to the same workout and you're like, hey, let's meet up, so that you can either meet up together or whatever it is. And we'll get like a little message thread going at 9:30 a.m. So depending on where you're staying, there probably will be some time to shower and get ready for the general session. Kind of depends on if you're like super far out. So my first year, we were literally 30 minutes away from everything in Nashville. So we like literally had to like leave for the workouts, bring like baby wipes and deodorant, and just like stink it up the whole day long. And it was awful, but it was fun. And we just made it work. So workouts, and then you have general session. Anytime it talks about general session, that's in the Colt Stadium. So the first one is 9:30 to 12:30. Again, all of this is on the app. And then at 2 o'clock, so you'll see from 12:30 to 2, there's a break. Go eat lunch, fill up, get ready for your small sessions. This is what's broken down in by what rank you are. So I think it's like coach to like Coach, Emerald, Ruby, those are all in a group. And then I think it's like diamonds, 1-star diamond, and then it's 2-star diamond and above. And I love that they're doing that. Like they're just specifying like what you need in your business right now, because you need something. When I was a coach my first year, I needed something totally different than I need right now where I am as a coach. I need ways to become a better leader and those types of things. So those sessions are going to be awesome, specifically what you need. Okay, and then at 6:30, there's like 2 different parties. One Success Club and one is like a Diamond Leadership Party. Those are invite only. I believe you should have gotten an email already if you were invited to those parties. If you didn't get invited to the party, that's okay. There will be a group of Spirit and Spunk people who are either going out to dinner or going out and seeing things in Indianapolis. Like, do not get butthurt if you don't get invited to a party. For example, I did not get invited to any parties my first year I went to Summit. I didn't get like anything special, and I still loved every second of it. Okay, and then Saturday is going to look almost identical to Friday. You'll have the super workout though, instead of your like individual workouts. So what the super workout is like literally they shut down part of Indianapolis. You have this massive stage, and each trainer comes on and does like a 10 to 15 minute workout. So you do like an intense 15 minutes with Autumn, and she leaves, and here comes Shanti. And then he leaves, and here comes Joel. And he leaves, and here comes Jericho. So it's like bam, 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 back to back. It's an hour and a half. It is possibly the most intense workout of your life. But the adrenaline is pumping so hard that you're like, I don't even care. This is the best thing I've ever done in my life. Because I'm working out with
You guys just want to stay up and watch it?
literally thousands of other coaches.
It's 8.
Sorry, I'm getting super distracted by the background noise. I can't find who it is either. Okay. And then you have some time, 2 hours until the general session starts. That's going to be in the Colt Stadium. And then the small sessions don't start till 3. So they're only 2 hours instead of 3 hours like the first day. And these are all be like, I would imagine your small session will be in the same place as Friday. So you'll kind of like go through the same routine. And then Saturday night is like this big celebration. And that's where they recognize elite, they recognize premier, they recognize the actual Beachbody champions, and award the winner of that. It's a very like touching, emotional ceremony, but it's really, really cool. Okay, and then we're done. So it's pretty bam, 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 back to back. So I'm going to toss it over to Elena with what to bring. And Elena, do not feel like you have to like use this. I'm going to post this, and so people have this if they want it.
All right. So, yes, what you need to bring, because we are all overpackers by nature. This list will help you kind of narrow it down so that you don't overly overpack. And especially if you're traveling with other people, you might not have a whole lot of room in a vehicle to pack a bunch of bags. So hopefully this will help with that. So the main things you need to make sure you pack are a dressier outfit for the opening and closing ceremonies. I always pack like 1 to 2 kind of casual dressy, just in case we like go out on, say, Friday night or things like that, for dinner or anything, or just to go hit up the town. If you're going to one of the parties, you would want to have a nicer outfit for that. Making sure you pack plenty of workout outfits, especially for the 2 days, but I usually pack more just for traveling to and from Indianapolis, for wearing after the workout. So having some fresh clothes to put on after the workouts, because if you sit in sweaty clothes and go in the air conditioning, you'll get pretty chilly. But making sure you have for sure at least 2 workout outfits. If you have team swag or any of like your free shirts that you've earned through Beachbody, this is a good time to wear a lot of those. Make sure you bring a jacket to wear in, or a sweatshirt or something to wear when you're sitting in those sessions, because you're pretty much just sitting there, not moving a whole lot. So sometimes it gets a little bit chilly. Make sure you bring a backpack to bring stuff with you to and from everything that you're going to be doing. And also like a small purse, or I know they're coming back in style, a fanny pack or something like that you can keep anything small you need to in with you, so you're not like carrying a big purse or anything. You definitely, I actually have mine here because my husband just brought it back from his thing he was at over the weekend. Get a portable charger. This will be a game changer. And make sure you have the little access thing to charge it while you're there. I got this before my first summit, and I know that we were going to like opening ceremony and Megan's phone was about to die. And so she used it and charged her phone, and I had a bunch of other people using it. You can get them for like, I don't know, under 20 bucks, probably more like 10 or 15 at Walmart or on Amazon or whatever. And they stay, mine stays charged for a really long time. So I can get several charges off of this in a day, because you guys, I don't know if you realize, but as Beachbody coaches, we use our phones a lot. And so if you're banking on having access to an outlet, probably not going to happen, because there's going to be like 20,000 other people there that are going to need one. So make sure you have this. It'll also work for an iPad if you take an iPad or anything like that. It's probably one of the most important things you need to pack other than clothes, to be honest. I'm going to say bring tennis shoes, because I think there was one year someone forgot their tennis shoes. So it might not have been Summit, but it was some event. So make sure you bring workout shoes. As far as being able to save money, so I don't know if you all selected the little box lunches that Beachbody provides to get during in between sessions on Friday and Saturday. I personally didn't do it because I think they're a little bit overpriced, and I did them my first year, and it just takes more time to do that. And I like to people watch, so I was having to go and wait in line and then have to hurry up and eat and things like that. So I personally like to take my own food. So I hit up like Aldi before I even leave town and pack an entire cooler of stuff for me, anyone in our car that might need it if we have extra space. But here's some things I do. I like to get stuff for like wraps. So like I do hummus, lunch meat. I do like lettuce, things like that, cherry tomatoes or sliced tomatoes, mustard, things like that. I put it all in my wrap, make it usually the night before we go to the conference hall and things like that. Last year I pre-boiled a lot of hard-boiled eggs and made sure I undid them, and I actually packed them in breast milk bags because they were like the perfect size to keep them in to take with me. You pack a little lunch bag, something really small that lays pretty flat that you can keep in your backpack. I did apples, baby carrots, mini peppers, grapes, little cuties, things like that you can keep throughout the day. Shakeology packets, Energize packets, because you're going to be pretty much having an IV pump of Energize all weekend because we're just on the go so much and just long days. But those are kind of how I save money. Like last year, I would just have to go outside of where I had my sessions, and I would just sit on the floor, chat with one of my coaches, and just be able to kind of watch all the other coaches come by, take in the atmosphere and things like that. Plus, it helped me to save money. You do want to plan on maybe eating out at least once or twice. There's always the opportunity to go to lunch if you want to, but I personally like to save as much money as possible and spend it in the core instead versus eating out. So that's just kind of what I did last year, and it helped me save a lot of money doing things like that. And I also brought like stuff to mix in my shakes for my Shakeology, like spinach, frozen bananas, stuff like that. And because if you're staying in a house, you're probably going to have access to a fridge. So that helps a lot. This is what I've used ever since my first summit. So I have like my notes from every single summit I have, and like Super Saturdays and stuff like that. I have a little notebook that I have. So you want to bring something like that because you're going to be taking lots and lots of notes. Also make sure that you clear or have plenty of storage in your phone, because a lot of coaches in some of the smaller sessions will use slides a lot on the overheads, and so you can take pictures of a bunch of slides. And I would plan on creating an album in your phone for Summit. Right now I have one that I put photos in for every summit, not just for the sessions that you go to, but also just for easy access for posts in the future. You want to, like Megan said, you'll plan on taking a ton of photos. So on the nights you get dressed up, find cool backgrounds and anything that you can use for posts for like years to come. Try to get a lot with people on your team, individual photos, group photos of the huge stadium and all the people that are there, super workouts, regular workouts, anything you can think of. You want to try to get pictures of those and get them all in an album so they're easy to find, easy to access for your own purpose, for posting and things like that. I think, like Megan said, bring baby wipes, because just in case you aren't able to, or you're just someone that gets nervous and sweats a lot like I do, it's nice to have something like that to freshen up when you're going to be sitting around a whole bunch of people for long days. So just having stuff like that I would bring extra deodorant with you when you go to all of your sessions, things like that, just to keep yourself fresh and feeling good. And I have another little tip. So hopefully I'll get my new backpack in for Success Club this month before then. But if you have one of these like general like Team Beachbody Coach backpacks that literally like everybody and their mother will be having there, put something on it so that you know it's yours, just in case. And possibly put your name, like a name tag in it or something too, just in case. You'll probably keep it attached to you for the most part, but yeah. So I think that's pretty much covers everything for the most part, but.
All right, sounds good. Court, do you want to go next? Lubring. Like I said, you don't have to use this slide. These are some of my ideas. Are you on here? You're muted.
Whoopsie, sorry. I guess I double clicked it. Okay, I was gonna touch on, Elena was talking about pictures and like creating an album, taking a ton. That is an awesome idea. And so my very first summit, I had only been coaching for 2 weeks and I just really wanted to go bad. So I went, but I remember telling Megan, I'm like, oh my gosh, I took all these pictures. I can't wait to upload them in an album. Cause like, that's what you do before you're a coach, right? You go on these vacations and then you just like add an album and upload everything to Facebook. And just a reminder, she's like, hey, she's like, keep those photos stockpiled. And that way you can use them for posts like throughout the year or forever. And so that was like something new. If you're a new coach, that was something totally new to me, being able to have those pictures on hand for posts down the road. So I took a note of that to tell you guys. But number one tip is tracking the business. I suggest using one card for your whole trip. Cash is great. Like if you listen to Dave Ramsey, cash is king, but you can't really track cash. So if you have like a credit card that you use for Beachbody, I know like I have a checking account set up specifically just for me for coaching. So I have my debit card to use for that. Always keep all your receipts, write on your receipts, like what you used it for, keep those. That way you can use those for taxes. Basically everything at Summit is a tax write-off besides like buying clothes, I would say. So you can use a lot of that for your food, hotel, travel, all of that, tax expenses. Just remember you're investing in yourself and your business. So it's not like you're wasting all this money on vacation. You know, like this is for you and growing your business. So keep that in mind. Summit is basically one big adrenaline rush. Like I know Megan made a note there, like don't be afraid like to stay up all night and not get sleep, because I know last year when we went, Paige, Lisa, Courtney, and I stayed up till like, I don't know what time in the morning, but I know we didn't get much sleep before we had to drive home the next day. And I was riding with Paige, so like of course we did stop for coffee and that helped. But you know, it was fun. Like you're just on this big high of like meeting your team, getting to know people and having fun. And honestly, just soak it all up. Just do it, because it's only 3 days and you don't get that time back. Man, now I'm pregnant. I'm thinking, man, I fall asleep so early at night. But the adrenaline is going to take over, and I'm going to pull some late nights, I promise. Plans change, things happen. So with that, this is like a big team event. No drama. Like things will naturally just happen and go off course. You know, we'll make do. We'll figure something out. We're all in this together as a team. Nobody's going to feel left out, because it's a big, fun experience. So if you're worried about anything, you know, like let your coach know, but we're all in this to have fun. I consider Summit basically like a big track meet in junior high. Like you're really in it for the fun experience and to meet everybody like on your team and different teams and just to have fun. I mean, that's why I joined track in junior high, but I like to socialize. So it's really a perfect chance to meet up with people on your team you don't get to see often, and it's a good chance to meet up with other people on other teams. In February, I got to go to National Leadership Conference, and it was just fun, like networking. I mean, we're all on the same network, but meeting other people, following them on Instagram, asking them for advice how they do things. You can ask them to do your team calls. You can jump on their team calls. It's fun meeting other people because everybody does things differently. So I really, really enjoy that part of it. Again, I'm a social butterfly. Some people are kind of nervous to like go meet other people, but if you're one of those people, you should step out of your comfort zone, because I promise you won't regret that either. Go crazy with your IG stories. Don't just post things that you think like are coach related, because most people want to follow you to see how much fun you're having. For real. I know when Courtney and I went to Mexico, I would say I didn't really share a whole lot of things about coaching. A lot of it was probably like us like taking shots or like meeting up with other people, getting to know them, just like doing fun things on the beach. So people want to see that. People know that you're a coach, right? They know you work out. They know you drink your Shakeology, you drink your Energize. They know you coach. Like they want to see the real you. So show them the real you when you're at Summit. I think that there's like two things that happen to people at Summit. I know Courtney Harden and I have talked about this. I feel like people either go and they see like everybody else being successful and they get scared and they shrink and they think it's all been done before. Or you have those people that go to Summit and they're like, heck yes, if she can do it, so can I. And like be that second person saying if she can do it, so can I. Don't get sucked into the comparison game, because it will ruin your whole trip. And everybody that's getting on that stage is just like you. You know, we all have like the same playing field. So don't get overwhelmed. And then along with not getting overwhelmed, like I know I take a ton of notes. And when like on the drive home, I'm like, okay, I'm going to implement all of this tomorrow. And I overwhelm myself, right? So just try to pick a couple things to implement when you get back. Maybe like 2 to 3 things this week. Maybe the next week you can dive into some more things. Like keep those notes. Take really good notes and implement them as you go, but don't feel like you need to implement 50 things the day you get back because, girl, you're going to go crazy. That was really kind of my takeaway and add-ons. Megan did have a little chart there of tips as well. I can't go back to it, but definitely review back from the slide, and she has good tips in there as well. There it is. All right, Court, are you in a place where you can chat?
Yeah. Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, like Megan said, well, first, Courtney, that ending, whew, chills. I love the mentality. I seriously love that mentality though, of like, if she can, why not me? Like, there are 2 people that come out of Summit, so definitely keep that in your mindset the entire time. Like, why not me? But anyway, so like Megan said at the beginning, the first year that I went to Summit, I have always said since then that was a year and a half after I actually signed up to be a coach. And I've actually said that I signed up in 2016, but I became a coach at Summit in 2017 because I saw the buzz, I saw the energy, I saw the atmosphere, and I said, holy shit, why not me? Like, why can't I be a successful coach? So it really took off from there. So I wanted to talk about how to take off your business from Summit. So one is starting now and talking about it. So getting on your Instagram stories and asking them for outfit suggestions for the opening ceremony or for the closing ceremony, or when you walk across stage and represent your team, what should you wear? I know I plan on asking people what I should wear that's going to also complement a baby wearing outfit. So, just things like that match your personality. Ask them what you should be packing for a 3-day trip. Share what you're packing or what you plan to pack, or the funny things like Elena said, we're all overpackers. Like ask them if they're an overpacker too. Just start creating that buzz around Summit now, because we are less than a month out and people are going to start being like, okay, what is this event that she keeps talking about? So I would definitely suggest it maybe twice a week. Pick a couple of days and talk about Summit on those days. Yeah, like it says there, talk what you're excited about, what you might be a little bit nervous about. People like to see you be raw too and real. And if you're nervous about it, tell them. It just really, really, really start to create that FOMO right now. And then when you're there, take people on the journey with you. Like Courtney said, don't just show them that you're getting your workouts in and that you're drinking your Energize and that you're drinking your shake when you're at Summit. Share everything there, the community, the trainings, what you're doing, the behind the scenes. And like the past 2 people have said, pictures, pictures, pictures. you're gonna feel like the most conceited person ever, but everyone around you is a Beachbody coach, and they know that they need to be taking pictures of people. So people are gonna ask you to take their picture. You're gonna be taking lots of team pictures and pictures of yourself against different backgrounds and in different outfits, just to use for later posts down the road. But again, show that community. Talk to your followers, not just show things. So if people are asking questions, make sure you're responding to them and just showing them that there's other things that we do other than just workouts and eat right. I know I still remember I became a coach a little bit before Megan and Courtney went to Nashville the first year. And so I didn't go, but I still remember Megan posted a picture of her with this huge plate of nachos. And it was like something that stuck with me, like, all right, maybe I can do this. So I still remember things that are funny like that. Like, so share like that you're not always a perfect human being and you eat a whole plate of nachos. But those kinds of things are what people are really going to want to see. And then I would highly encourage thinking about maybe you and a success partner, or maybe you and a couple of girls that you're staying with or in the same house as, run a behind the scenes while you're there. So last year, me, I think Lisa, Courtney, Elena, there was like five of us ran a behind the scenes, and we all got on and went live for just maybe 10 minutes at one time during the time we were there. We all had a topic and we all talked about what time we were going, so we weren't going at the same times, but we all went live when we were there in a video in a Facebook group, and then just talked about different topics. So I can share those later on if you want, but yeah, I would highly suggest doing that either in a Facebook group or a Instagram handle or something like that, specifically for behind the scenes. And then, like Courtney said, take lots and lots of notes. I am like huge on that, but again, don't feel overwhelmed by the amount of notes and having to implement everything all at once. Take a few things and then run with that. But don't let your fire sizzle after you leave Summit. That's kind of one of the most important things. Keep talking about it. Keep talking about how you feel afterwards, the emotions coming home, and talk about like just where you're going to be going after that, because truly I went from being an emerald that first year to 3 weeks later being a diamond, because I went to Summit and saw all of the community, all of the positivity, and just the hype around everything. And I said, why not me? So I did it. So definitely keep talking about it after. Don't let your fire sizzle. That's it.
And I have to share a little something about Courtney. So that year that we went, we were in New Orleans, and I think I had 3 coaches there. And this was just 2 years ago. 3 coaches on our team were there. And we have like close to 40 coaches going this year, or maybe even more. I don't know. We have 40 coaches in that group. I've lost track, honestly. And I'll never forget, Courtney and I were literally sitting like in the nosebleed section. Like we were as tall, as like high as you could almost touch the back wall, basically, of the stadium. And they were like announcing like all the like top 10 and the elite and all these fancy things. And I remember her like looking at me, and like it almost like makes me teary-eyed to just think about it. But she's like, we're gonna get you there. Like you're gonna be up on that stage. And it sounds so silly because it's like it's a stupid stage. Like it's so much more than that though. Like it's the fact that like Courtney was like, I'm a part of a team, we're a part of this team, and we're going to work together to get to our team's goals. And you just like, you feel that at Summit so much more than like just a team call, you know, because like, you're like, I'm touching you, and like, we're going to do this together. Like we're watching that and we're saying like, let's do that. And we are. This year we're getting recognized as an elite team, which is insane. Like I had that goal for literally 2 full years, and then we finally hit it last year. So it's just cool. It's just cool. Anyways, I just had to add that because I got a little emotional with her talking about her kind of taken off, because she did. She was like, I'm going to make this happen. Like, let's do this. So with that, if you guys have questions, if we did not answer something that you're like, oh man, I really was looking for this. I know someone said something about like the plan for the super workout. Like our plan is just going to be like, try to find each other and try to find space, because it's like, I mean, you're going to be working out literally like this next to people. So like, we're just going to have to do our best is all it is. Like trying to move everywhere with 40 people is impossible. That's all I'm going to say. So my best bet is like, find at least one friend that you can partner up with, you can go to everything with, because trying to like move from place to place with 40 people is just impossible. It's going to be miserable. Like nobody wants to move around with 40 whole people, like locking arms everywhere they go.
We worked out in an alley last year, like a nasty alley. I think it had sewer. I don't even know, but it was like the best time of my life. So it doesn't have to be that glamorous to like soak in the moment.
I love that. Okay, questions?
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah, go for
So do we need to worry about like bringing our own workout mat or anything like that? Or is that something that they have there?
They're all body weight exercises. So you won't need
Okay,
any equipment besides like your tennis shoes.
Okay.
So yes, plan on jumping, but there's a modifier always. Any other questions? Morgan's taking a picture. Busted. No, I'm joking.
Grant's in the background, like, we're about to work out together, and he kind of hurt himself, so he's trying to, like, warm up. And so it's so funny. He's over here with this, like, just thought I'd share.
I love it.
Hey,
He's like, why are you taking videos of me?
Okay, Amy, what you got?
Yeah, so like after the workout, I know Elena said like bring a backpack of clothes. Is it just you just go change in the bathroom? Does everyone like how does that work?
So it definitely kind of depends on like where you're staying in relation to the workout.
Okay.
I think it was like when I last went in New Orleans, like we were even had a big distance between, like it was like 15-20 minute walk, and we still went home, showered, and made it on time. So I think they've made that gap larger. If you have a 6 a.m. workout, there's going to be even more time to shower and get ready. So I would say unless you're like literally like a half hour away, you'll have time probably to shower.
Okay. And is that something, those sessions, do you just wear like leggings and something comfy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say bring flip flops too,
Okay.
because sometimes that's usually what I wore to like the general session. Sometimes.
Perfect.
Okay. Any other questions?
I had one more question real
Go
quick,
for it.
sorry. So I downloaded the app and I'm like all logged in with my register information. Is there a way like you can look at like the order of events for everything and stuff on there? Is there a way for you to look and see? I think that Lisa and I signed up for our workout on Thursday evening, and that's the same time as our team dinner. Is there a way for us to switch that with somebody if somebody is willing to do that or no?
So I think the only way that you can switch workouts is if you literally like switch a band with someone else. So, like you can't go through Beachbody, but like if you find someone that wants to switch a workout, yeah. Do you sign up for Sagi's workout?
No, the other one. I don't even remember.
Oh, the Idilas.
Yes, it was. We were both late at like signing in and registering, so we both wanted to do Jericho's workout, but she was like first to go.
Yeah. I don't know if you're going to find anybody that'll give that up.
That's fine.
But, you know, maybe go to 30 minutes of the workout and head out and come meet us or something like that. You know, if you're a little bit late, it'll be okay.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, any others? All right, if you have questions, post them to our page, our SST Takes On Summit, or whatever it's called, and I'll answer them for sure. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. See ya. Thanks for being on.